Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my students? I hope you are staying at home safely and you are following the rules how to fight against COVID-19. You are staying at home, washing hands and not going out. Okay? Yesterday we read Unit 14, Lessons 1, 2 and talked about Mita state. Today we are going to talk more on this unit, especially on activity C, and we'll learn how we use ACT. Okay, yesterday you heard an audio file several times. Today let's listen the audio file once again. Are you ready? Let's listen.
Mita is in class 4. She gets up at 6 o'clock. She washes her face. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Then she brushes her teeth. She goes to school at 9 o'clock. She walks to her school. After school at 3 o'clock, she visits her grandmother. Then Mita returns home at 5 o'clock.
Now, my dear students, let's revise the words which we have learned yesterday. Yesterday we have learned 6 words. First word is get up. Get up means rise from bed. So in the text we see Mita gets up at 6 o'clock. Get the screen. Mita gets up at 6 o'clock. The second word is wash. Wash means clean. To clean something. To clean. So Mita washes her face. In the text, Mita washes her face. The third word is breakfast. Breakfast means morning meal. The meal we eat in the morning. So in the text we see she has breakfast. That means Mita has breakfast at 7 o'clock, or Mita has breakfast at 7 a.m. And the fourth word is visit. Visit. Visit means to go to go somewhere and to see somebody. To go to see somebody or somewhere. In the text, Mita visits her grandmother. In the text, Mita visits her grandmother. And another word is walk. So walk is very easy word. So she walks to her school. And the last word is return. Return means come back. Return means come back. In the text, Mita returns home at 5 o'clock. Now, my dear students, look at the text again and open your book at home. Please open your book and underline the words that follow ACT. Underline the words that follow ACT. Okay, now my dear students, look at the screen, and I have done for you, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 5 underlines, 5 red color, and we see that at first word is first 6 o'clock. At is before 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock means time. And another one is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is also time. We see at before 7 o'clock. And then 9 o'clock. We see at before 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock also time. And we see 3 o'clock before 3 o'clock. At is before 3 o'clock. And the last one is 5 o'clock. We see at before 5 o'clock. So, what do you think? What do you think about at? Where do you see at? Yes, we see at before time. So, already we have seen that at is used to express, to say time. So we use at to say time, to express time. Now my dear students, I'll ask you some questions and you will answer. You should use AM or PM. Do you remember when we use AM and PM? We use AM from 12 at night to 12 at noon. And we use PM from 12 at noon to 12 at night. Okay? Okay students, now answer me and look at the screen. The first question is, when do you get up? You. When do you get up? Okay. Then next question, when do you have your breakfast? When do you have your breakfast? Your breakfast. Yes. So the third question, when do you go to school? When do you go to school? The fourth question, when do you return home? When do you come back home, or when do you return home from school? Yes. And then the last question, when do you go to bed? When do you go to bed at night? I hope all of you have answered to me. So now, dear students, look at the answers. Look at the screen. Look at the answers. Your answers may not be, or maybe or may not be like this. No matter if your answers are not like this. Look at the answers. When do you get up? I get up at 6 a.m. You may say, I get up at 7 a.m. or I get up at 5 a.m. No problem at all. So, and when do you have breakfast? Yes, I have breakfast at 7 a.m. I have breakfast at 7 a.m. You may say at 8 a.m. or you may say at 8:30 a.m. No problem. The next question, when do you go to school? When do you go to school? I go to school at 9 a.m. I go to school at 9 a.m. When do you return home? I return home at 4 p.m. I return home at 4 p.m. The last question, when do you go to bed? I go to bed at 10 p.m. Okay, now, dear students, take a look at the answers again, and you have found that at is red. All the words are black, but at is red. So why at is red? Do you think? Yes, at is red because at is used here to express times. We use at before times. We have already learned this. Now my dear students, do you like to play a game? Yeah, let's play a game. And the name of the game is yes no game. I'll say a sentence and you will say yes or no. Be careful about AM or PM. Are you ready? Okay. Answer me. Say yes or no. We, that means we have breakfast at 8 p.m. Breakfast at 8 p.m. Say yes or no. No, we don't have breakfast at 8 p.m. p.m. that means at night. So we have breakfast in the morning. So no, we have breakfast at 8 a.m. We have breakfast at 8 a.m. not p.m. So understand? Now next question, next sentence. Answer me yes or no. We go to school at 9 a.m. We go to school at 9 a.m. Oh yes, you are correct. Next, we have lunch at 1 a.m. Lunch at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. lunch? No. So it will be, we have lunch at 1 p.m. We have lunch at 1 p.m. The next, we return home from school at 3 a.m. We return home from school at 3 a.m. Return home, that means we come back home from school at 3 a.m. Yes, no. So it will be at 3 p.m. Now my dear students, now I'll ask you the same questions again and you will answer me. When do you get up? Yes, you are correct. When do you have your breakfast? Yes, you are correct. When do you go to school? Yes, you are right. When do you return home? Yes, you are correct. When do you go to bed? Yes, correct. Well done. I believe all of you have answered correctly. And today, actually, we have learned how to use at. We use at before times. We have showed you many examples how to use at before times. I get up at 6 a.m. I have breakfast at 7 a.m. I go to school at 9 a.m. I return home from school at 3 p.m. I go to bed at 9 p.m. etc. etc. So I hope you have enjoyed today's class and you have learned how to use time, how to use at before time. So no more today. Before saying goodbye, let me tell you today's homework. You have to write 5 new sentences using at. Understand? You have to write 5 new sentences. The sentences we didn't discuss today. You have to write 5 new sentences using at. At. Do your homework and show your teachers when your school will open. Stay at home. Don't go outside your house. Wash your hands several times. Use tissues or handkerchief while coughing or sneezing. Don't mix with your friends now at this moment. And be safe, keep safe, be healthy. See you again. Assalamu alaikum.